Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Monday Mindset. This is week 2 of an 8-week commitment, and today I want to talk about nasal breathing and specifically a new practice that Monica and I have re-picked back up over the last month and a half or so. It's called mouth taping. You may have seen some YouTube videos out there. You may have seen some stuff or heard some stuff about people doing mouth taping. And when people think about taping their mouth, they get all freaked out because they're like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to breathe? And I want to talk a little bit about this practice. And so, over the last several years, Monica and I have looked into how can we increase the longevity and the vitality of our lives. We both want to live to be over 100 years old and be vibrant, be alive, and have full energy. And we've looked at different things, and obviously it's always we talk about the nutrition, we talk about nervous system health, we talk about our mindset and how we move our body, and those are all important things, and really a huge piece on how we create a really healthy body and create a really vibrant body into our 60s and 70s and 80s. It all is determined by how well we sleep. And a big piece on how we sleep is how we're breathing. And through the last several years, I've really looked into breathing techniques to really slow our breath down, to really increase the oxygen uptake, and to release what's called nitric oxide. And I did a video a while back, it was called the nitric oxide dump, and talked about the importance of nitric oxide. As we age, we create less nitric oxide. We can get nitric oxide from foods and vegetables, but we can actually create it ourselves and release it from our blood vessels by nasal breathing and by these specific movements. And I learned a technique from Zach Bush that I went through in between a 4 to 7 minute workout. So definitely check that video out. But we sleep 1/3 of our life. And I'm going through a book right now. It's called Breath by James Nestor. I've read some other stuff by him, looked into some other people that have done similar work as him, and he talks about this mouth breathing that we do, and this taping of the mouth that we can actually do when we go to sleep. And so a vast majority of people are breathing through their mouth too often. There's ancient civilizations, there's texts from thousands of years ago. In summary, it kind of says something to the lines of, you breathe through your nose and nostrils, it increases the life and vitality. Breathe through the mouth, it causes death. And it's crazy because this has been around for a really long time, and over the evolution of human beings, we've just become naturally more mouth breathers. And you heard that term, it's like, it's funny, but it's the reality. This is what leads to sleep apnea, this is what leads to people snoring, it causes disruption in our sleep. So there's this very simple hack that we started reapplying, me and Monica, a month and a half ago. We had done it previously before, but didn't really dive into like the educational part of it. Now, we tape our mouths nearly every single night, and I'm going to show you guys very simply how you can do it. You don't have to buy anything fancy or anything crazy. You can just get some regular old tape. Just make sure it's not like super duct tape, and you don't need a very big amount. I have this size right here, and all you have to do, I heard it the other day, it's the Charlie Chaplin mustache, just a little bit down. So you put it right here, just like this. And so that way, you can still breathe out of your mouth just in case you need to. But what this does, I'm gonna take this off, it trains your body to close its mouth at night so that way you can focus on nasal breathing. And guys, I'll tell you, when me and Monica reapplied this and started doing this in our life on a regular basis, our sleep improved tremendously. I was feeling more energized when I woke up. I felt like my sleep was more restful. I actually stayed on my back a majority of the night, where normally I'll shift to my side or shift back and forth. But I went to bed on my back, no pillow, and 7 hours later I was still on my back with no pillow. So this has helped us tremendously. And what this does is, again, it continues to help us focus on nasal breathing, increasing the nitric oxide in our body, and that's going to lead to better heart function, more regulation of our blood pressure. It's going to help our cognitive functioning. Overall, it's just going to help our entire cells and our mitochondria and everything within our body function at a higher level. So I definitely wanted to share this with you guys on today's Monday Mindset. It might be something way out there and different, but it's something that's really powerful and that you can start utilizing to really help yourself get better sleep. And as we talk about with the neural integration process and processing stress and processing emotions, our sleep is when we heal. Our sleep is when we integrate. Our sleep is when our cells go through this process of reorganization at a really high level. And the more that we can get into that theta brain state, that relaxed parasympathetic throughout the night, that's when we really start seeing healing and regeneration at really high levels. So guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, shoot me over a message. But again, just regular old tape right before you go to bed. If you have a loved one or partner you sleep next to, tell them, I'm not going to talk to you for a while, and you put it on your lips. And again, it's where if you have to open your mouth, you'll actually, some people in the beginning might find that the tape may come off, and that actually shows you that you're more of a mouth breather. Don't be discouraged by it. Just keep practicing it. And I think I'm almost to the point now where I don't need to use this on a regular basis, but I'm going to continue to do that and then test it out to see, because I can kind of tell if my mouth is open or not. With babies, actually, with kids, don't tape your baby's mouth, please. But what they do in cultures, I think it was African cultures or Indian cultures, at a very young age, when a baby is born, the mom will actually be doing this to them every time they open their mouth, and start training them early. So again, guys, this is taking autonomy of your life. This is taking ownership for your health. And just like I say with anything crazy that I might recommend, try it out for 3 to 4 weeks. See how you feel. Be your own test subject and see if this is something that starts helping you to feel a whole lot better, sleeping a whole lot better, and really changing the quality of your life. So have a wonderful Monday, guys. I will see you next week.